J and K's Blazing Snake said, guys, we watch your vlog every day and would love to see Cuban false chameleons on the vlog. Will you ever get them to the Reptarium? Love from Canada.
It's so funny you mention it.
Oh,
you
so
punched it up. It is funchy.
Oh,
wow. It's so funchy.
It's super funchy.
So
wow.
Jessica and I were just literally talking about that. You know the cage where the female basilisks were?
Yeah, yeah.
We were talking about getting some of these.
So what is this?
Dude, I can tell you what it is. I'm not a reptile guy. Let me tell you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So a chameleon and one of those Cuban anoles bred.
See, I was thinking Cuban anole and like some type of gecko or something.
Look at the head. That's chameleon.
Well, it's its own species, but it's not an integrate or anything like that.
It is.
But the only problem is as you can see with this picture right here, is they eat snails. But we have other snail-eating animals like caiman lizards and skinks and stuff like that.
So it's not like you don't have
but
snails.
It's not that. But we literally were looking at these to add potentially.
Yeah,
they're really cool.
And we need to find a better line on snails
Superman
than what we
lizard.
have.
Yeah,
so if anybody
Spider-Man
if anybody has any good ideas or lines on where we could get good snails with shells, that'd be awesome.
So this is what Noah was talking about the other night, Lori.
Those aren't real.
Yes, those are real. Those are real.
My mom found them in Florida too.
Yeah, they're 100% real.
How cool is that?
It's a Spider-Man agama.
Yeah, so most of them look more dull, like that one. You know, like almost like
like
that's more common.
I mean, it's
every now and
this is a crazy ripper.
That's a ripper. Yeah,
maybe a little bit.
Ooh,
but it's still so cool.
No, they are cool.
They got tons of invasive agamas down there, man. It's crazy.
Oh, dude, that's the best part about Florida.
Yeah.
Just an invasive
exactly, yeah.
Joshua says, hey, Brian, I love your vlogs. I'm getting a leopard gecko tomorrow because of them. But how do I go about heating my vivarium, and what substrate should I use?
Substrate's a really tough question.
With leopard gecko,
right? Really tough question.
Don't use sand.
Don't use sand, that's for sure. Don't use sand.
Thank you.
It's a very tough thing because I feel there is no significantly right substrate for leopard geckos, which is weird. We use Reptile Prime, paper, paper towel. I mean, there's a million little things that we've done. I don't know that there's anything weirdly enough that is perfect for it. I actually think that
Some
best
people
thing,
like the grass, the fake grass.
Yeah, that fake grass. Stuff that they're not going to ingest. Reptile Prime, they can ingest and move and not impact. We've never had them impact, and we've been keeping on some of them on that for years now. So yeah, it's a tough thing as far as heat. Just literally a hot rock or basking light. I mean, super
like those
simple.
massage stones that you got for Christmas.
Not like those, but yeah, those you put in the microwave.
Not at all.
But they're very easy, and you'll love a leopard gecko. They're really cool.
Before you get on that one, I saw Deviant Glass in the chat. Did you see what he made, Jay?
It was so dope, dude.
So did you ask for that, Jay, or did
no?
he
just sent it for.
I knew it was going to be something, so I took it to Jay. I was like, okay,
yeah, she wanted to see it. She was like, what's in there? What's in there?
I'm like, this is the guy that made yours and Bruce's.
For the people that don't know, I don't know if you posted a picture, but it was a skull. So
skull ball.
Go check out Jay's Instagram. Did you post on Instagram?
Yeah.
And dude, the skull, it was just so detailed.
It's so
it was super cool. I looked at it. It was really.
And when I was talking to them,
it made me want to smoke weed.
It was like Indiana Jones. It was like the crystal skull.
Yeah. And they it's not made with a mold. They hand did that entire thing. They said, which is crazy. They're so talented. So check them out too on Instagram. Deviant Glass.
Definitely Deviant Glass for sure.
Yeah.
Appreciate the love.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jason's in the building. Morph Mixology.
Crushed your beef jerky. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
Man. My breath smelled like beef jerky for days.
Months actually.
Months. Oh yeah. I haven't brushed my teeth in 3 days.
Dude, Jason says, "Hey Barcheck fam, Happy New Year. Hopefully this they allow me to come hang out this year."
Yeah, I hope they do too. We talked about
who's they?
Who's they?
Yeah, who's they?
Well, his work. He's an air traffic.
Oh, that's right.
So he can't travel if he's
I thought he was talking about like I don't even know.
But he said he was going to be able to get us up into the air tower to see it. I think that would be dope.
That'd be so sick.
Be super cool. And maybe I'll
do that.
I'll do a couple like go ahead
Niner,
and land on a niner.
Yeah, you're good to go. Go. And you too.
Come on, go. Race. It's a race.
You're number one in the queue.
Causing havoc.
Crash.
I'll be like, oh yeah. When
Fish Shinobi asks, when are you getting a fly river turtle?
So I mean, it is so freaking huge on my list of things I want. You don't understand. So we had a fly river turtle that was going to be donated to us from Ontario, Canada, and he's got the paperwork to get it, but we needed paperwork to get it in. There was a huge miscommunication. I kept telling him, you cannot do it this way. He kept saying, we could do it this way. We applied for a permit that I thought was not going to work. He assured me that he had talked to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife and it was going to work. So we applied for that permit, and of course, it did not work. So we were, we've been exporting and importing. We don't anymore, but we did. We were one of the first reptile companies to ever export and import. I mean, back in the day, probably 25 years ago. So we had done it a lot. We were, like I said, one of the first companies that did it. And so the information he had, I was like, there's just no possible way that this is true. But I thought maybe it's changed in the last 5 years. So we spent the $100 on the permit. And sure enough, they came back and said, no, you can't do this. Damn. So whether we'll ever get that fly river or not, I don't know. If we can't, we will find a fly river in the country. I've got the Ohio Fish Rescue guys.
Oh, yeah.
They said they get them occasionally, and they said that they just got one. And I reached out to him, and they said, unfortunately, the guy that's donated it just said we couldn't donate it to anyone else. He said, but we get them offered to us. He said, so the next ones we're offered, we'll give them to you. So, awesome. Because fly river turtles are dope. I mean, I am so stoked on it. And maybe the guy, I still think there's a way to get it from Canada if he just does all the work. You know what I mean? I think he can get an import-export permit to get across the border and stuff like that. We just can't do it in Detroit because there's no such thing as a non-designated port exemption in Detroit. So
I like scaleless snakes. You know
they're really cool. They're really cool.
Got like a weird
texture to their skin,
and they're just super friendly. They'll come up. You can pet them. You can feed them. You can. I mean, it's a must. I mean, I will have fly river turtles.
Remember when when you and Ken and I was filming?
He had 3 of them, and he thought he could only find 2, so we had to find all 3 of them, and we did find all 3 of them. He thought one maybe had gotten stolen, so we found that was really dope.
Speaking of turtles, Mock Turtle Soup says, Brian, have you ever considered getting an olive python for the Reptarium?
Yes.
I don't think so.
About this a bunch.
I mean, I get bit every time I mess with olive pythons. That's why I don't. Olive pythons aren't really predictable.
Yeah.
So I do like them, and I wouldn't say I'm not going to get one. Like all of them. But I also think it's kind of interesting. It's a cool snake. I like them, but they're not. Can you pull up olive pythons?
Yeah, of course.
They're not really a pretty.
I love them though.
It's like a patternless macklot.
Yeah, it's like an army green.
They're pretty though.
They're nice.
I know.
They're nice.
It's nothing special.
But they're not I mean, to a normal person, that's not a pretty snake.
No. To a person that doesn't know anything about snakes, absolutely.
I like them. I think they're amazing. And the albinos are really cool. But Peter, go down right a little bit to your left. Peter Birch. Peter Birch.
Birch.
Look at that face, man.
Oh, Titana boy.
It's like ripping a big fart.
I got a snake here. Peter, nice. I love you, Peter, man. I miss Peter so much, and I know he wants to come visit us. We want to go visit them, but it's quarantine, so you can't do it.
They're like, I feel like it was an annual Australia trip that you guys used to.
Yeah, we used to do it every year. Yeah,
I know that was always such a good time having them come, and it was just a ball. You know, they were just good people.
Yeah, just great. Yeah, Kyle, him, everybody else that came over from Australia. Yeah, every year like 12 people would come from Australia and hang out with us, and we'd have a blast. And then we'd go down to Florida and do a bunch of stuff together. And then, of course, I'd go to Australia every year as well. And so I miss that tremendous. Yeah, it's been a while.
Been a while. Stephanie said, just join in. Love to the fam.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Wait, someone above him just said, Abigail said, we just found out that I'm pregnant.
Congratulations.
Abigail,
congratulations.
I hope.
Congratulations. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, or it could be, I'm sorry.
Yeah, or detrimental.
Depends on who it is. Like if Lori was pregnant, it'd be, I'm sorry.
She's going to need some depends after their baby.
Oh my
Things
God.
are going to be leaking.
Did you see that? Like this weekend, someone left a diaper at the Reptarium.
Yeah.
It wasn't
You asked if it was mine.
Yeah, I'm like, Jay, is this your diaper? What's up with it?
No, I got mine on.
I'm like, those are expensive. We should keep this.
Yeah, it was a fresh pull-up is what it was.
Oh, it was a pull-up, even better.
Jay was pretty certain it was my sister, Elena.
Oh,
there's no way she wouldn't leave it to pull up.
No, plus she wouldn't have any clean ones.
No.
You're right. She would know. She would not have left.
You're right.
It says, if you get Spider-Man lizards, this is by Let Roses Burn, by the way, will you get a Wolverine frog?
Ooh,
we saw milk frogs.
What is a
milk frogs are beautiful.
Frog?
What's that?
We saw milk frogs in Ohio.
Yeah, milk frogs are cool.
What was the place we were at?
Scales and Tails, Ohio.
Scales and Tails.
Yeah, milk frogs are one of my favorites.
Do they have big claws? Is that why?
It's a Wolverine frog.
It's got like fur. It's got like reptile fur.
Where's
very
fur?
interesting.
Ew.
Hairy.
Ew.
It got reptile fur.
No, we won't get that.
How is that? What is that?
But yeah, like you said, you can see that they actually have a claw that
is like
they have a
nightmare.
I'm listening, bro.
so they have a retractable claw.
What?
Which makes them very interesting. That's why they call them Wolverine
No
Frogs.
way, dude.
Yeah, they have a retractable claws. Yes.
It's wearing assless chaps.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it really is.
I believe
It's like the Viking.
I don't know if
Yeah,
Josh's
exactly.
frogs had these or if I saw them somewhere else. So somewhere I was able to mess with it. I think it might have been down in Arlington, Texas, that a guy had Wolverine frogs. It's the first time I saw him with the
Creepy.
retractable. It was in Snake Bites, actually. I did a highlight of him. So, yeah,
Interesting.
very cool.
I was
Weird.
expecting like a amazing blue, like a
Blue and
color.
yellow or
Oh,
something.
like
Know what I
X-Men
mean?
type of color?
Like Michigan Wolverine. I don't know.
Oh, like the Michigan
Oh, no,
Wolverines.
I was
see.
picturing
And then
X-Men.
that thing
No,
popped
no,
up.
it's
That
about
thing was
the
creepy.
retractable
Ugh.
claws. Yeah.
Alan says, thinking about getting an Exoterra terrarium with doors on the front of the tank for my ball python. What are your thoughts on the tank? What are some negatives to them? I like them.
No, I think they're
It's a
really
good
good. I
idea.
think they're really good. The only thing that you'll have to keep in mind is that some ball pythons in a glass terrarium get a little stressed out, so just make sure they have a good hiding box. But no, yeah, Zoomed or Exoterras are great enclosures. So they work out really well. You'll like them. Just
Thanks,
make sure they
Alan.
have lots of hide spots.
Elaine says, place chia pets in the enclosures? Question mark.
Ooh, that's not
I don't know
bad.
if they
It's
would
not
We got
bad.
enough. We got enough of them.
We
to
got a
fill
lot
'em
of
up.
chia pets.
Yeah.
Well, would they grow with like the proper light?
I think so
source?
because we have UV in most of
Especially
our
if you did it
stuff,
in the
yeah.
frogs or something too. That'd be
It
sick.
would.
Well, the frogs don't have UV though.
The dart frogs.
Dart frogs aren't. You can't have UV.
Oh,
in
okay,
them.
okay.
They've got
so-
plant lights though.
They have
That's what I
plant
was
lights,
saying,
but they don't
yeah.
have UV lights.
We got Obama's head. We have Baby Yoda.
Bob Ross.
We have Bob
Bob
Ross,
Ross.
Donald Trump,
Donald Trump,
Trolls,
Trolls,
the Disney movie.
Yeah.
And I don't think
We should do all of them. Like just have a chia garden.
summer.
Put them on like
That's
the.
what we said. We'll do them in the backyard.
Yeah.
Ooh,
chia
that'd be
garden.
a head garden.
Because
yeah.
someone sent you like a bunch of chias.
No, I
Mom
bought them all.
them for
You
me.
bought them all?
I bought
I
them.
thought that somebody like
No,
had.
I
okay.
bought them.
Okay.
No,
And
we
he
have a
never did
Deadpool
them.
one.
Yeah.
No, things just get busy, ma.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Simple man threw $5 just for love.
Hey,
You
Thank
simple
you.
man. You seem
He's a
like a
simple.
man. You seem like a simple
Here we go.
man.
Josh said, quick question. How do you get used to getting snapped at? Never been snagged, so it would just be better to get it out of the way or keep avoiding it?
Well, it's a tough thing, right? I mean,
bit.
I don't know that you should get bit on purpose. For instance, some people, will never get bit. I mean, maybe you're one of them. I think for us, we just work with so many snakes that over time you lose your reaction. And that's the thing. When you do lose your reaction, it's way better because the bites aren't as bad. The worst part about a bite is when you pull away.
Anticipation.
Yeah, when you
and
pull
then, like,
away and you get a teeth in you, or maybe if it's a retic, you get a slice. If you actually just let them bite you and let go, it's not that big of a deal. But it's hard to lose. I mean, that's easier said than done. I mean, it took me years and years to the point where I literally have zero reaction.
Yeah, I still
to snake
flinch.
bites. Yeah,
Still flinch for
Dude,
I
sure.
don't flinch at all.
Retics, is it because they're a bigger snake that their teeth are thicker and they don't fall out as easy and that's why they slice? Or
No, they're just longer, more razor sharp
Longer.
teeth.
Sharper.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I wonder if you could pull that up. Can you pull up
Retic teeth?
Retic teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I've
'cause
seen
they're
them.
pretty gnarly, man.
They're
I mean, they're
crazy.
They're, I mean,
Yeah,
they're
I
not. They're
know.
no joke. I almost got bit by Casper.
yeah.
Well, that's a rock python.
This is?
No. That.
Oh,
on
that's
the
right here.
fence. But they're very similar to that. I mean, look
Oh
at
my
those teeth. man.
God.
I've used that.
I mean, that
as
is-
a thumbnail before.
There you go.
So yeah, when they get you, they'll get you.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are
it'll
pretty
rip
big.
you up.
But
dude.
yeah, Casper got really close. Oh, what is this?
What is
Oh,
which one?
Kings of Pain. Kings of Pain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what that one.
This
Oh
one?
Yeah,
my
that one right
God. Imagine just
That's Adam Thorne right
Yeah,
there.
he played that one up.
that is rough because
Well,
Crazy
he claimed that was that
Worst
he had
one,
to have
right?
surgery or something like that. Is what he.
It's not
claimed.
impossible, for
Dude,
sure.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he said
it's-
he damaged some nerves or something.
You're a
like that.
dumbass.
Yep.
You get
I
what you
wouldn't
get.
Well,
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
he got the $2,500 an episode to ruin his life.
Sounds
know.
great.
But
I
actually,
mean-
I like it. Adam's a friend of mine, and so is Rob.
In that
They're both
case-
really good guys.
$2,500. Let it
You
rip.
do it for $2,500?
I don't get $2,500 that often, so yeah,
Yeah,
I'd fucking
interesting.
do it.
Interesting.
What do you mean? I do a lot for $2,500. I clip
I do a lot
someone's
for 20.
toenails
Really.
with my teeth. I
You
clip their
clip-
toenail with my
All right,
teeth.
so
Ugh.
somebody, if
Disgusting.
anyone's interested in being in the
You should
vlog,
be.
They had to be
better.
a sexy Asian woman though.
Oh, man, now it's getting like too
yeah,
too
now you get
specific.
too niche,
You're never.
man.
It's gonna be a dirty old dude. You know that.
Yeah,
Never.
If you're
Dude.
willing to do that,
Not
I will
happening.
put up $500.
Ooh.
If you
What?
Stop. No,
on
don't
my
put
vlog-
anybody's nasty ass
on my
feet
vlog,
in
just
your
some
mouth.
random.
No.
Get deeks. Get
Oh,
deeks.
deaky deek.
No.
Yeah,
Deacon,
deaky feet.
Deacon,
Yeah.
Deacon?
Deacon feet,
I
dude.
cannot nibble Deacon's toes.
Why?
I have not known where he's.
All right, it could be a woman, any woman, but it's got to be a random woman. You know the chick that like has the distended belly that walks next door. I think it's because she's got liver cirrhosis.
I can't put a liver cirrhosis toe in my mouth.
We'll get her in here.
Cirrhosis
and
toes.
You nibble on her toes.
What the hell?
On her toes.
Are we
$500 on the vlog.
I'll do it.
All right, let's go.
500.
500.
Half a
thousand.
thousand.
2,500.
I know, but
look how quick he came down though. You just started high.
So next time I see Distension Lady, I'm going to ask her to come on in and
buy almost
my son nibble on your toes real quick.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, she probably has diabetes, so her toes are probably a little dark and like purpley.
Shut the hell up. All right, come on.
Sherry Trapp said, "Love the podcast today as always. Just wanted to say Happy New Year to each of you and all the crew. Stay safe. I will see you in the morning on the vlog."
Thanks, Sherry.
Up,
Sherry's
girl.
great. She's so amazing.
You,
I appreciate it. I every day I read her comment, and she brightens my morning. So thank you.
Let Roses Burn came back and said, yeah, they can break their claws through their skin and pull them back and have hairy sideburns, hence the nickname. I just don't get, is it like, what is the material that stuff is? Is it like a scale almost?
Well, I don't know what the actual fur is.
It's gotta be, it can't be like fur. It has to be like
skin. I think it's skin. I don't recall the one that I mess with really having a lot of those appendages.
Yeah.
I just remember the claws. And by the way, when I handled it, its things poked into my arm, into my hand. It literally retracted like a cat. It was very interesting. I mean, it's weird to hold a frog that has claws.
Yeah,
I mean, it's so unusual, but it's a very unique animal.
That is weird. I don't want it.
Lazar says, I breed Cuban false chameleons.
Oh, nice.
They take insects too, but you need to tongue feed. I feed them small dubia nymphs, canned snails, and aquarium snails.
Nice. Well, listen, reach out to us if you have some available.
That makes more sense. Because I was reading that tongue feed.
I did too, and I was like, I hope I said this right. Like a bird, you idiot.
You gotta chew up the snails
and throw it in its mouth. What do you? It's not science.
Tongue feed makes more sense.
So reach out to us if you have some babies or some well-started ones. I think I'd rather get captive bred ones than imports for sure. So yeah, reach out if you have any. I'd love to buy some. I mean, they're really super cool.
Different for sure.
This next guy didn't read the verse right. The Bible verse.
Wrong arc, dude.
Yeah,
wrong arc, bro.
Ryan's arc.
It's Noah's Ark. Come on. Everyone knows that.
Ryan said, love what you do. Thank you for the inspiration.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Welcome, Ryan.
Damn, son.
Can we rail this in?